First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Ba'Hashem means in the name. Rakah means spirit, and Quadash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. Also, to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Hey, today's video, I wanted to go over another female scoffer going into how the Most High is a fuck up, right? The Most High fucked up creation, and he doesn't know what he's doing. So let's just get straight to the video.
Like any god that fucks up their own creation more than once should not ever be regarded as all-knowing, all-powerful, worth a damn, any of that. Imagine if you started at a job, claimed to be the absolute best of the best. Like, they should be happy that they're hiring you type shit. You get in there and start fucking shit up. Funny thing about that, though, is that's with humans, and there's a lot of give when it comes to humans because humans are, flawed. This god claimed to be perfect, and somehow he fucked up creation once, then decided, redo, and then just killed all of them. Almost all of them. It might have been where he fucked up. Maybe he should have just killed every single one of them. Like, Noah and them shouldn't have survived either. But had Noah and them get the ark and the animals and all of that shit so they could save at least part of humanity. And then the folks that he decided to save fucked up again. He's looking at us like we're the fucking problem. Bitch, you made us, allegedly. Obviously, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And apparently, he plans on doing it again. He plans on wiping all of us out again. No one knows if he plans on kickstarting humanity all over again for a third time. Honestly, who even knows if that's only the third time? Imagine God kept fucking up. Only decided to talk about a couple of times. Like, in the good place, whenever they kept figuring out that they were actually in the bad place, and so they had to keep starting over. Bet money that was God, because he just kept fucking up.
Right, you heard it right there. Right, just straight mocking. Okay, and ultimately in the scriptures, that's what tells us, it tells us that was going to happen. Right, when you go to Jude chapter 1 and verse 17, it says, "But beloved, remember ye the words which are spoken before of the apostles of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, how that they told you there should be mockers in the last time, who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the Spirit." Okay, that's exactly what we just saw right now. Okay, this is a clear example of a mocker, right? A foolish woman knowing nothing, no wisdom, just talking out of her ass. Okay, and ultimately the easiest way to, one sentence to literally confound everything she's saying is, how are you going to question the creator? How are you going to question the creator that made you, right? The Most High Yahweh, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, right? And you can't even question him. It says that in Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 16, it says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" Okay, that's exactly what this woman is doing. This is the exact same thing this woman is doing, right? It says that, a potter, right, somebody that is into pottery, okay, his creation being the clay, and he can mold it, okay, he can destroy it, he can build another one, he can do whatever he wants with it. And it says, "For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not?" Right, going into people saying that there's no God, right, God doesn't exist. It says, "Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" Okay, that's exactly what this chick just said. How the Most High don't know what he's doing. Right? He has no understanding. Okay, he's just he's made us imperfect, but I thought he was all knowing. doesn't she know that you can literally fuck something up on purpose, right? If you have a cake, right, and you want to make a cake that tastes like shit, you can do that, even though you know how to make a perfect cake, right? And that's the same thing the Most High has done, right? He's made us pretty much, this is all the movie, right? This is all the movie. He made us a corruptible in these fleshly bodies where we're prone to go off, okay? And you go into the history of what happened, the flood, right? He created all that. He created the wicked-ass niggas going against Noah, okay? He created the wicked-ass niggas talking about, let Yahushua be crucified for us, right? Let his blood be shed upon us. But they were out here committing adultery, right? Eating pork and all types of abominations. Okay, the Lord created everything. Okay, it says that in Proverbs chapter 16. Let me hand these scriptures quick. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4 says, the Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Right? So, hey, all the wickedness that you see out here happening, right? These Edomites ruling right now. Okay, all of this is so he can play out his movie, right? In order for you to have an action-packed movie, right, you need the main character and you need the enemy, right? Good versus bad. Okay, it's always a balance in everything. That's how the Lord has made, ultimately, this world, right? So part of his movie was that the Israelites, were going to be the good people, right? At the end, those were his chosen. Okay, and the rest of the other nations, he hates them. Okay, he's going to destroy them. As it says in Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8, right? Therefore wait ye upon me until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations and assemble upon them my fierce indignation. Okay, the Lord is planning to murk. Okay, that even goes for his people. The Lord is planning to murk, destroy 2/3 of his people and all the other heathens that are in the midst of that. So, I don't know who this woman is. Out of her mind to be mocking the Most High, saying the Most High has no understanding. He literally made you, right? You want to see a proof of the Most High? Hey, look at the ocean, right? How every single day, right, it crashes onto the sand. And it doesn't get any farther, okay? It doesn't get any farther, no matter how long, it always hits perfectly. And the Most High created that, right? Look at the skies, look at the heavens, look at the stars. The Most High created that. This is not no coincidence. And here it is, in front of everybody, this chick is mocking the Most High, right? As it says in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Right? So, hey, if you're doing wickedness, wicked judgment is going to come upon you. If you're doing righteousness, righteous judgment is going to come upon you. Okay? And this chick right here, she's talking and talking and talking and talking. I wouldn't be surprised if you see her on the news. Right? You see something happen to her, because that's how the Lord operates. Okay, the Lord operates by bringing forth his judgment. And it says it is a scary thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So that's why scriptures talk about how the tongue, right? The tongue is a mighty member. Okay, the tongue is a mighty. Let's see if I can find this. I know that it's in the New Testament. Right, James chapter 3 and verse 5, it says, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Right, going into how, your tongue is small, but, that small little member, it could cause a whole lot of havoc. It could cause a whole lot of problems. It says, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it divideth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. Right, going into how the same thing I just said, just in a little bit more detailed manner, hey, the tongue is fire, man. You don't want to play with fire, right? You got to watch what you say. A famous saying is that, hey, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. So, and another scripture came to my mind. Right. Going into talking, Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 28 says, even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Right? So, yeah, you could be the most foolish person on earth, but if you don't open that mouth, nobody gonna know. Okay? Nobody gonna know that you're just bugged out. Right? So that's a life lesson in itself. Right? You gotta listen. Okay? You gotta choose your words precisely. Right? You gotta know when not to talk. Not the opposite. Okay? Just talking all the time. Right? These are life lessons, as I said, wisdom that are on the scriptures. Right? And everything that is in scriptures is valid. Every single thing that is in the scriptures, when you look at real life and the operations of this world, you realize, oh, that's exactly how it says. Okay? Because ultimately, the scriptures is divine wisdom from the Lord. So, for one thing, she did point out at the end, she said,
decided to save fucked up again. He's looking at us like we're the fucking problem. Bitch, you made us. Allegedly. Obviously.
Right, she don't believe in the Most High. She said allegedly. Fucking wicked.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
And ultimately, she's a 2/3. How it looks like.
He plans on doing it again. He plans on wiping all of us out again. No one knows if he plans on kickstarting humanity all over again for a 3rd time. Honestly, who even...
And what she said right there, let me bring it back. She said...
You're doing. And apparently, he plans on doing it again. He plans on wiping all of us out again. No one knows if he plans on kickstarting humanity...
Well, what she said, no one knows if he plans on kickstarting humanity for a 3rd time. And the answer is we do know. Right? Let's read it. Let's first talk about how he's going to do the wiping. Zechariah, this is a classic basic scripture. Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. So, in this coming, the day of the Lord, Jacob's trouble, the Lord is going to kill 2/3 of his people, of the Israelites, and 1/3 are going to be saved. That's the remnant that it talks about in Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. Okay, and that's the little remnant that he's coming to save. Right, but besides that, everybody else is going to be destroyed. Especially if you're in America, the only people that are going to survive in America are going to be the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right, and the way we're going to survive is going up on those so-called UFOs. Right, the so-called clouds, the chariots, the angels. So, now, let's go into what she said. Right, if humanity, right, is going to come back for a 3rd time. So, when you go into Daniel, let me actually pull it in the blue letter. When you go into Daniel, chapter 7, it goes into that. Actually, I want Daniel, the 2nd chapter. So, Daniel chapter 2, okay, so Daniel pretty much had a vision. And in this vision, right, he had he saw the 4 major kingdoms that were going to rule the earth. Right, the first one, as it says, the interpretation, the Babylon, the first kingdom, which when you go into it, it's actually the Assyrian Babylonian Empire. The second one is the Medo-Persian Empire. The third is the Greek Empire. And the 4th, the Roman Empire. Okay, which right now, we are in the Roman Empire. We're at the last end of the Roman Empire, right, being America. Okay, America is the reborn Roman Empire. As it says in Revelation, the 13th chapter, right? This beast, talking about America, exerciseth all the power of the first beast, talking about Rome. Okay, everything that America does goes back to ancient Rome. You look at the columns, right? The Colosseums, okay, the infrastructure, right? You look at the entertainment, right? Back then they were called gladiators. Now it's just called MMA. It's called boxing, right? They're playing the same script of the bread and circus, right? In the Roman times, ancient Rome, right? For like 200 something days, the Romans would pretty much throw daily gladiator fights where they would literally fight till death. And while these fights are happening, they will throw out bread to the people so they can eat and be satiated. Right? The whole reason they did this is to keep the people entertained and asleep to what's really going on. Right? Keep the people in control. Right? So that's the same thing that's happening nowadays. Instead of gladiator games, right? MMA, okay, football, basketball, soccer, hockey, golf, right? That's why sports are all year long. Instead of 200 some days now it's 365, and there's more food to fill up your belly. So right now we're at the last end of the Roman Empire, but soon to come, as she said, let's get a scripture. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, 12. It says, looking for and hasting until the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay, and that's the answer, okay, that to her question. Right? She said, nobody knows. Nope, we do know, and we just read it. Okay, the elect are going to be looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth. Right? When it says new heaven, new earth, it's not talking about a new globe, new clouds. Right? That word new in the Greek goes into the Greek word kainos, which means refreshed. Right? It's going to be a refreshed heaven and a refreshed earth because everything's going to be ran on righteousness. Right? Let's now go to Daniel, the 2nd chapter, and read that. The divine kingdom, which is the Israelites ruling forever. Verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Right? And like I said, okay, it says in the days of these kings, the Most High is going to set up a kingdom. Right? And this kingdom is never going to be destroyed. Right now, we're in the days of these kings. Right now, we're at the last end of the Roman Empire. But soon, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to turn the tables. And the Israelites are going to be on top. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. So, I'll leave it at that. I don't think she said anything more. Just going on and on and on. But I'll leave it at that. Hopefully this is edifying without and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash, and double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to Allah, Shalom.